Joining us on the phone, ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only Miss Aisha Tyler. Aisha, good morning. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
I am fantastic. You know, you sound a lot like a character from the TV show Archer.
Well, it's interesting that you would say that because I do play a character on the TV show Archer.
Very
and I obviously don't change my voice for that role, so I sound just like Lana Kane.
I love it. Let's talk a little bit about Archer. This is pretty crazy that this is the 94th episode of Archer. To me, a lot of those shows kind of come and go. You know, you get on, you think it's good writing, it's fun, great cast. You join the project and kind of, did you know that this show was going to, be the hit that it is now?
Absolutely not. No, I didn't. And it's funny because, I think I have impeccable taste. And I knew it was a brilliant show, but I remember vividly because I was a huge C-Lab 2021 fan. And Adam Reed and Matt Thompson, who created Archer, had created C-Lab 2021. So I get this pilot script and I think, oh, man, this is great. I'm going to get to meet the C-Lab guys. I love C-Lab. This show's never making it on the air, this Archer thing, but I'll get to meet the C-Lab guys if I do this pilot. Because the script was just so dirty and so funny and so smart and so literate. I thought there's just no way a show like this is ever going to make it on TV. And I remember the day it got picked up and I got a call on the phone and I felt like, oh, God, this crazy little thing. This is a miracle. And the fact that it's gone 9 seasons is just extraordinary. It's such a special show. And it's hard to say that about, like, a TV show that there's nothing like it, but there's really nothing like it on television. Oh. And it's pretty cool.
Absolutely. I mean, totally unique. We've got people, quoting lines on our app here. So we said amazing. And is Archer still in a coma this season? Somebody would like to know.
Okay, so, it's interesting. For the person who called about or who's writing it about the coma question, it's hard for me to answer that question because it's like a part of the mystery of the seasons that are happening right now about whether Archer's in a coma and these storylines are taking place in his head or whether we're just in alternate realities. So I guess I want to say I don't want to tell you because I want you to figure it out for yourself as you go along. We have a season 10 already ordered. We are making another season of Archer at the very least and maybe more. And I feel like there are things that are going to be revealed between now and the end of season 10 that I'm just going to ruin if I answer that question. So I feel like you should just enjoy season 9. It's on an island. It's on a dangerous island. It's called Archer Danger Island, and you should just enjoy the danger. Let the danger wash over you without asking too many questions.
I like that. That should be the subheading under the Danger Island is let the danger wash over you.
It should be. I'll pitch that to the exact.
I love it. Also, of course, regular on Criminal Minds. You're still rocking that, right?
Yes, and we just finished season 13 of Criminal Minds, and I just love that show so much. I mean, I joined. AJ Cook who plays JJ, was just going to be away for 6 episodes having her second baby. And they just had me in just to be like a fill-in for while she was gone. And I've been there for 3 years. I mean, that's just a legit love affair. Like, I fell in love with the show. They fell in love with me. And it's been extraordinary. And I think season 13 has been one of the best seasons we've ever had on the show. The cast this year is just killer. Yeah. We just added Daniel Henney from Beyond Borders, and he's amazing. And it's been, you can really see, because the cast gets along so well, that chemistry, I think, really plays in the show as well. Yeah, I mean, it absolutely does. We just had Joe Mantegna on a few weeks ago, and, I love Joe. Yeah. I love him so much. He's the best. That guy is like, people forget, he's like a Tony winner, and he's, Godfather. Like, he's done everything. He's amazing. He's Uncle Joe. He's Uncle or Papa Joe on the set. Oh, I love it. It's nice to hear that everybody's cool, that it's not like you guys get together to make money and just hate each other in real life. No, it's so great. All the male fans of Criminal Minds will be happy to find out that the female cast members get together every 4 or 5 weeks to sit in Kirsten's hot tub and drink like too much wine and get super sloshy. You heard it here, fellas. Yeah, you heard it. Put that in your pocket and smoke it later. It's a really great place to go to work. I love it. Somebody asked Aisha, it's time to bring back Whose Line Is It Anyway with you? Is that something? Whose Line is coming back June 4th. Season 6 of Whose Line will be back on the CW on June 4th. Look at that. So you get your wish. Have you done, I feel like, obviously we've got, Archer's been going on quite a while, Criminal Minds going on quite a while, but in the midst of that, too, I feel like you do like 3 or 4 other big projects every year. Like, you're very busy bouncing around between the, you got your stable trunk of shows, and then you branch out into all these other projects. What else has been going on in life? So you mentioned the 3 shows I do regularly now. I left the talk last year to pursue a career in filmmaking. I made my first film. It's out now. It just came out. It's called Axis, AXIS. It's out on, Amazon, iTunes, Hulu, Fandango, Vudu. It's on demand on your television. It's a thriller, a very unique thriller about an Irish expatriate drug addict living in L.A. who's trying to turn his life around. That sounds like it would be dark, but it's actually very darkly funny. And it takes place in a car. It kind of starts out one way and ends up another. So it's my first film, and I wanted to make something really unusual, something that you wouldn't expect an African American woman to make. So it's a movie about an Irish expatriate drug addict driving through Los Angeles, trying to save his life and the lives of the people he loves. And I'm getting ready to direct another feature this year. I'm getting ready to direct a horror movie at the end of this year. And I have a line of cocktails coming out called Courage and Stone that's launching this summer, ready to drink cocktails. So I am what they call in the business a crazy workaholic. I love to be busy, and either I'm running around like a mad woman or I've collapsed in a heap in the corner. But I love staying busy. So you're right. I always have something going on.
I love it. Would you shift? I mean, obviously with the directing and you're enjoying it, and Axis being out now, are you thinking of maybe shifting more of the career to directing, or are you always going to make sure you're doing a little bit of everything?
In this career, I really admire. Well, there are two in terms of like actor directors. One is Ben Affleck, who I think, kind of everybody wrote off a few years ago as being this actor who kind of like past his prime, and then he's just exploded into this, like Oscar-winning film director, and he still acts. So, like, to me, that's a really interesting way to work, is like sometimes you act and sometimes you don't. And the other person that I think is doing the same thing is Clint Eastwood. Sometimes he's directing, sometimes he's acting. So, yeah, eventually I'd love to be able to just be focused on filmmaking and then occasionally drop into a movie. And there's so few women directing, and there's so few women of color directing. So for me, like I could complain about it, or I could just put some skin in the game. And I love film directing. This is my first movie, which I made in 7 days for $200,000, which is typically the catering budget on a regular Hollywood movie. Ended up going to 10 festivals and winning a bunch of awards, and so it was an auspicious start. So I'll definitely be making more movies. That's definitely what I want to move into as I move forward.
There you go,
Plus,
Aisha.
I like yelling at people.
Exactly. I never really noticed all the similarities between Aisha Tyler and Clint Eastwood until now.
Oh, absolutely! I am the black female Clint Eastwood.
I can see you. I can see you yelling at an empty chair, at a political rally someday.
Oh, God, if it comes to that, please put me out of my misery. I will say that I met Clint at the Golden Globes one year, and, he's just, every actor I know that's ever worked with him is just so dazzled by him. And I don't know if you know Michael Kelly from House of Cards, worked with him, and Michael Kelly's an amazing actor, and he was just like, you come in and you better be on your A game, like, Clint's that guy who he did your job, so he knows how it works, so you can't trick him. He's one of those directors you can't, like, sneak around, But I met him, and he had that boy. I had broken my arm, and he goes, "Hey, how'd you get that bum wing?" And I just, like, fainted. That was it. That was the end of the conversation.
He's so Clint Eastwood. I love it.
He's so cool, Yeah, he's so cool.
You guys make sure to check out Aisha Tyler on Criminal Minds. Look for her film Axis, AXIS, anywhere you can look for films and watch them. Look for that. Check that out. And then, of course, Archer, Danger Island kicks off tonight. It's Wednesdays on FXX. Watch the Season 9 premiere tonight. Support our girl Aisha. And Aisha, hopefully we'll talk to you again very soon. Thanks so much for taking time for us.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.